What if you could choose to create peace in any chaos? Airplane! Airplane! Cries my father, looking out the window. My dad is 3 years old. It's 1950. The Korean War has just begun. My dad, now an orphan, must flee south 200 miles to the city of Busan by foot, mostly being carried on the back of his grandma. Hearing this story all growing up, my dad would reminisce. I just remember how warm and comforting it was on my grandma's back. I was struck that despite the chaos of war, my dad experienced peace. War is an extreme form of chaos. On a more personal level, chaos might look like separation from a loved one, a sudden job loss, or an unexpected diagnosis. On a day-to-day level, chaos might look like you're about to go on Zoom to present, and then your son is suddenly making these joyfully loud, gleeful, bizarre noises, or about to throw a temper tantrum. It could look like cooking a meal while you're trying to text 3 people at once and then listening to a podcast all at the same time, or scrolling through your social media feeds getting triggered by notifications, responses, and comments. Chaos can then go internal, like the throbbing headache that never goes away all day, or feeling an underlying anxiety from the uncertainty and not being able to plan, or that mind that never shuts up right before bed. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? Oh, what am I going to do tomorrow? Oh, I hope that thing doesn't happen. Chaos can even be the awesome things in life, like so much business growth that you cannot keep up with it, or having so many passion projects that you love and are overcommitted to, or being addicted to achievement after achievement, fulfilling all your vision board and another vision board, yet still feeling empty. That was me. I lived the cliche of attaining everything I wanted, financially, physically, socially, yet I was still missing peace of mind. The only time I experienced true bliss and peace would be at these silent meditation retreats. I fell in love with myself and experienced the most tremendous pouring of love and abundance flowing out. I didn't need anything or anyone to fill me up. Then I would come home. The reality would hit. The chaos would ensue. And I was just struck by this blissful peace I just experienced against my chaotic life. How? How could I create peace in my day-to-day chaos? I figured I'd have to either become a monk or a nun, or be rich enough that I could fly around to all these meditation retreats. Because apparently peace costs a lot of money. Now, you may not have the time to go to a meditation retreat. It's not in your budget, you're not interested, or you don't have time to just sit still for 1 hour, let alone 5 minutes. But what if you could create moments of peace in your day-to-day chaos? I became obsessed with that question, poring over all the energy training and peace training I could get my hands on. I became a martial arts student, yoga instructor, an energy master, and a conscious business coach, helping business leaders in burnout be able to replenish and focus their energy as they grow their business. I want to share what I've gleaned and distilled over all of those years with you right now in a few moments, where together we can directly experience creating these moments of peace and chaos right there in your chair. Before we do that, first, you have to accept the chaos. So instead of trying to avoid it, gosh, chaos, why are you even here? Or, I don't notice the chaos, I'm just gonna look right here and ignore or avoid the chaos. Or, okay, let's come up with a solution. Okay, let's fix this chaos. Or, bring it on. I can overcome you, chaos. Show me what you got. Or, oh, there's just so much chaos. It's so bad, and indulge in the chaos. Accepting chaos looks like surrendering, the illusion of control, operating from that life has always been uncertain and always will be. Once you've accepted the chaos, you can now allow for the chaos, really be with it and face those fears and unwanted emotions or pains. I'm excited to introduce to you now that interactive exercise we were talking about that my dear friend and colleague Uma Songvi created and introduced to me through many other peace pioneers. She's now a mind-body coach, but formerly a Stanford neuroscience researcher. All right, are you ready? So go ahead and I invite you to close your eyes and do a body scan from the top of your body, noticing any tension or pain, whether physical or emotional. You know, those unwanted emotions like anger, irritability, anxiety, embarrassment, loneliness. And then once you pick one, ask yourself, where exactly is it located in my body? What shape is it? What texture? What color? What movement? Just let it be, and then go ahead and move to another part of your body where it feels good or neutral. And if you can't find a place in your body, just think of a happy memory. And now go to that place and what does that feel like? Is it warm? Is it tingly? And let that feeling saturate the rest of your body and all its cells, top of your head to the tips of your toes. Now go back to the pain. And now ask, where is it located now? What shape? What color? What texture? What movement? You can now open your eyes. And for most people, when I do this exercise with them, they've shifted the color. That hot, throbbing, pulsing, spiny thing in their throat has now become this liquidy, lovey pink goo. Or that blue churning ball in their stomach or chest has now settled down. Whatever you felt, it's perfect. Now, that's allowing the chaos. And after you've accepted it, allowed it, now we can move through the chaos through something called moving meditations. This is based off the work of Il-Chi Li. He met with the UN ambassador of El Salvador, a Central American small country that's been plagued with poverty, gang violence, and civil war. And they were like, help us. So he came and brought brain education and moving meditations into the school curriculums, training the teachers to then work with the students in training them in these moving meditations. And it had such effectiveness in bringing peace to these extremely chaotic situations that it just kept spreading. And 7 years later, 25% of the entire school curriculum now has this. I got so inspired, I wanted to bring that work locally, and we started a scholarship fund through our local Kitsap Community Foundation, where we were then able to provide a fund to train teachers for free in giving this to their students. Can you imagine our next generation of global leaders being able to have access to peace in chaos, transforming our communities locally, one school at a time? I'm going to introduce these moving meditations to you now. And the first one's called Pinky Thumb Exercise. So if you put both fists out, you put out your thumb and your pinky, and then you close both fists and switch again. And when people are first doing this, they're like, whoa, and your left and right brain lobe is actually now integrating when you do this. It's a favorite one for students right before test taking, helps them lighten up and focus their brain with their body. Okay, now the next one is called Intestine Exercise. You put both thumbs onto your belly button and rest the rest of your hands like this. Then you want to suck your belly button into your spine like a sitting crunch, whether you're sitting or standing, and keep pumping like this. So keep doing this while I talk, and start to feel and generate that heat. We often exercise our muscles, but how often do we exercise our organs? The gut is called the second brain because if you were to cut off your central nervous system of your brain and spinal cord, your gut would still keep working. In fact, it has 3 to 5 times more neurons than your brain and produces over 90% of serotonin, often dubbed the happiness hormone, versus a mere 3% is produced in your brain. Now, what's happening as you feel that heat building up is a principle called water up, fire down. Normally, we have so much chaos and distractions and thinking so much in our head. We need to bring that hot-headedness into our core, heating up our body, helping support our immune system. And then that cold gut, stiff energy that's stagnant, makes it hard to go to the bathroom, can then come, cool energy, calm your mind. So that's water up, fire down. Now, you can do this moving meditation at the checkout line while you're on a Zoom call or when you're driving. And even just a few pumps of awareness will help bring all those outside distractions back into your body. All right, you can stop now. So far we have accepted chaos, allowed the chaos. Now we've moved the chaos, which has set us all up in your body to be primed to now receive and listen within. Listening within is what will allow you to generate peace and chaos and listen within to your body's wisdom. But first, you have to be able to feel energy. What do I mean by energy? So energy comes in many forms of light, sound, and vibration, which is what we're going to practice. And it comprises the building blocks of all of what's around us in nature, from the stars to the oceans and the mountains to your physical body, and then to the invisible atoms and molecules inside the microscopic level. And energy is just your thoughts, your emotions, and your body sensations as well. All right, so let's actually experience feeling the energy so we can listen within. And you can just start by going like this, like you're screwing a light bulb in, and really focus your attention on your wrists. Feel your hands warming up. Good. And now tap like this, and your fingertips plus your wrists. Good, keep breathing. And then you can go like this and slap and shake your hands. And then go ahead and make friction. Ooh. Feel the heat building up. And then stop. Ooh, do you feel that? That tingly sensation? For some, it might be a magnetic pull. Others, you just feel the heat. That's energy. Now imagine there's an energy ball between your hands. And I invite you to close your eyes again as you breathe in. Expand the energy ball, and as you exhale, contract the energy ball and imagine it burning brighter. Inhale. Focus on the awareness between your hands, and exhale. Where your mind goes, energy flows. So again, put your awareness between your hands and inhale once more. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes and put it into your heart and ask your heart, what is my message today? And listen within. You can open your eyes, and whatever message you got was perfect. And you can take that energy ball not just into your heart, you can put it into your brain or put it into your gut, your power center, or you can share that energy ball with another who might need some energy. You can ask that question as well. What's my message today to a body part, an organ, or to a pain in your body? Listening within is your way to really generate peace in any chaos. Now, what we've done is allowed the chaos, accepted it, we've moved through it, which allowed us to then listen within. So if you forget all those steps, just smile. That's the shortcut to generating peace. Lots of science why that's awesome. And generating peace can be as simple as that to what I shared earlier with my dad's grandma, generating peace for my dad, carrying him riding on her back. Safely self. A friend and colleague of mine is a neurologist and physician who works often in the ICU. And in his line of work, he often sees people's final moments before they pass away. And I asked him during this time, what are the lessons that you have learned? And he said, well, there's the good deaths and the bad deaths. Bad deaths are where the family refuses to speak to each other. They burden our staff with 3 staff members having to update each of the 3 family members. And at the time of passing, nobody's around. A good death is where I'm holding up the speakerphone between the patient and the patient's family. In those final moments, they might have their favorite music playing, and they often say the same final words. I love you. You know, that thing that you're worried about, it's taken care of. And that thing that you always wanted me to do, I did it. Thank you. I love you. And in that final moment of passing, it's so peaceful. And you can feel that love permeating to the whole staff and rippling out to the whole hospital. Death is likely one of the biggest types of chaos humanity faces. And my question to you is, if you were to have a peaceful passing, who would you be right now? As humans, before our precious time on planet Earth passes, each moment you have an opportunity to choose to create peace in any chaos. Our world is a bit chaotic and could use some peace. Each time you choose to become a source of peace in the world peace becomes possible. You have now experienced choosing to create peace in any chaos. What will you choose now?